Innovate.
Icon.
Icon.
कौन है icon? कौन है icon?
Icons change the world as we know it. They go where no one else has gone before, creating ripples and art along the way. It is because of icons that we experience art in the purest, most powerful of ways. As we celebrate World Music Day all this week and month, this is Rolling Stone India Icons in association with JBL and Beatoven.ai, where some of India's most inspiring musicians gave us a glimpse into their art and genius. This is your exclusive gateway to the greatest creative minds. My name is Nirmika Singh, and I am truly honored and privileged to be joined today by the dynamic Salim Merchant. Hey, Salim.
Thank you so much.
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. You?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Salim, the past couple of years have been so prolific for you. I saw that you've been breaking formats, doing things that you've never done before, and there is this creative, revolution that you've, almost started off in a way that, I think only some people can envision.
You're too kind. I've been on a vacation for the longest time. I don't think I've done anything crazy. But yes, the pandemic actually just asked me to just give me time to think and realize that, okay, now we have a little time to do things that were pending. I always wanted to start a record label. I always wanted to structure a distribution network for music that was made without any boundaries.
Right.
And I realized that, all the music that Suleiman and I make, and, people in our studio, they make, just needed a nice outlet, a proper outlet. And we started a label just like that. I mean, this was, like I said, it was pending 4-5 years back. I had to do this, but never got the time because we've been just, either making music for movies or songs which we do outside the film world or doing gigs. And the pandemic just gave us a little breather to now structure things around. So we started a label, never thought that this is going to just become a fire to an inferno.
I also feel that while you're doing all of these great things, which are, pursuit of excellence and creativity and craftsmanship, there's also this underlying understanding that we're creating music at a time when attention spans are decreasing, right?
Yeah.
So it's gone from a few minutes to a few seconds. How does it feel to be a creator, to be a musician, composer at a time when people just don't care?
Yeah, I mean, I know that labels have that pressure of, yaar, ye reel mein nahi chalega music. What do you mean reel mein nahi chalega? That's like, it's like a joke. I mean, are you making music for reels now? Instagram has also moved the reels to 90 seconds now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
So now,
like,
now there's no question 30 seconds ka hai. Abhi to Instagram hi 90 seconds ho gaya.
And I feel that to be a composer is also to strike a balance between things that are timeless and things that cause you to experiment and explore.
Yeah.
And to also be a cultivator and a curator of the sound of today.
I'm so happy you said that, make timeless music. That's the key ultimately. All this making music for reels and this and that is not timeless, Nirmika. It can be. But most of the time, it's just trying to satisfy people for the moment. It's like having, fast food as against
biryani,
gourmet, food.
Yes.
I'm so glad you're talking about timeless music because that's something that I feel is so important for every writer to make. Anybody asks me what kind of song would you like to? I always, Suleiman and I always try to make a good song rather than a hit song. Because you go after a hit song, you may be a miss. But you go after a good song, it can be a timeless piece, Because for me, that's a hit song.
Sure.
When you make a good song. And it's like having fast food versus
biryani
versus gourmet food, yeah. So fast food, it's great, it tastes great at that time, like reels. It's just like you listen to it and like, wow, yeah, acha, But then it just changes very quickly.
Yeah.
The taste doesn't stay on for very long.
You're working with technology, right? Technology has aided creativity. Technology has also given you formats to creativity, so you have more creative expression. How has your understanding of sound, sonics, audio experience sort of evolved over the years, Salim?
That's a very interesting question. I always try to not... I used to when I was my early years, when I was getting into music and I was doing a lot of work at that time as a programmer, as a producer, for work for other people as well. And I was really diving into technology, and I still am a geek. I love using great gear. You saw me when I saw the speaker. I was like, wow, this looks fancy. And all that stuff. So, and I love JBL. But the thing is that as I'm getting older and, more or younger in music, I feel that I'm trying to get less technological and more soulful. It's very important to because one tends to get off with this technology, and it kind of can actually really take you in its all its amazingness.
On a parting note, Salim, that's a question I've been asking everyone, and more so to you, because I think that you work in so many different formats, you work with so many different newer people, diverse voices, you're discovering talent every single day. How can creative people continue to be courageous in their pursuit of craft, in the pursuit of music? Can this World Music Day be a reminder to some of the old tenets that we might be forgetting?
Well, this is a very, very interesting question. I think like they say, you leave the best for the last. You truly did that. I think it's very important to be fearless. I've always been that. I just told you the story of Amy and how we had to push it. But it's also important to be patient. It's very important. Sometimes you don't find the right sort, the right note, the right this thing. I'll give you another example. We were working on Chakti India, and we never found the right song till our 7th attempt. We did 7 attempts.
For the title song?
For the title song. And because either it was too patriotic, or it was too energetic, or it was neither, or it was just, whatever. So, and I had to come to a point where I wanted to leave the film, because it's such a beautiful story. I read the script and I had tears in my eyes. At that time I told Suleiman, listen, let's graciously say no to them instead of doing the wrong thing. But he kept pushing me. He said, no, let's keep working hard. Let's keep working hard. It took us a couple of months to come up with the song. So patience is very important. And, to achieve something, you've got to work hard. It's just very, very, these days people don't have that. That patience of if you're making a song, which is important to you, to the community, to society, to the production, to whatever you're doing, to your fans, sometimes things take time. You want the right collaboration with the right artist, you got to give it time. You just can't you have to give that person that time.
Thank you, Salim. Thank you for this beautiful, inspiring answer.
Are we really done?
That's always the case. What happens in the room every time we're doing this?
I think we just started.
We've only just begun.
Okay, now please keep this in the cut. Okay, please keep this
We will keep this in the cut.
And now you can cut.
I could just stay on in this room and converse with you. But we know that icons disrupt, icons innovate.
Icon? कौन है आइकॉन?
सलीम
मैं
खान
तो नहीं।
ये सब रखेंगे।
आइकॉन मतलब क्या? मैं आइकॉन?
You're amazing. Salim, I think you're one of the most disruptive people in the scene. Please continue to be fearless, disruptive, crazy, and ambitious with your music. I think your audacity is inspiring, which is why we know that icons disrupt, icons innovate, and icons inspire. This is Rolling Stone India Icons in association with JBL and Beatoven.ai, where some of India's most inspiring minds give us a glimpse into their genius, eccentricity, and artistry. My name is Nirmika Singh, and today with me was Salim Merchant. Thank you.